WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Beautiful and cool, kind of a Wednesday, and we have a lot of great things in our community, including some great schools, and nobody is a better representative of a school than an alumni, and I think that's what we got in the studio today. Mike Fallon is here. This segment is called Higher Education Happenings. It is a roundtable format. This is just almost as round as it's ever been, I think. Mike Fallon is here, and I'll let Mike do all the introducing. Good morning, Mike. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How have you been?
Oh, it's been busy. It's been a busy season, and I think it's great, though.
Yeah.
You know, all of us are staying busy, all kinds of changes, and today's idea was bring some alums in and have them share. Yeah, have them share their experience.
I know we shorten everything.
Yeah, yeah. We
Electric Light Orchestra is ELO now.
Yeah.
They don't call it
30-minute show.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of time.
That's right. It saves a microsecond.
Exactly.
Yeah. Except when I interrupt.
We like that, though. Well, I'm Mike Fallon with Webster University, and this is my alum.
I'm Chad Peck. I went to UCF and actually Webster to get my master's.
And what is your name?
Chad Peck.
Chad. Okay, nice to meet you, Chad.
And I'm Debbie Bowe, Dean of Teacher Ed at the College of Central Florida.
Okay.
And proud to say that our alum is now one of our lead professors, and I'll allow her to introduce herself.
Okay.
Hi, good morning. I'm Heidi Mayer,
Hi,
and
Heidi.
I graduated way back from CFCC.
Oh, wow.
It was 91, December of 91. And like
it doesn't seem so far to me.
Yeah. Like it was nice to come home, and so now I'm a professor in Teacher Ed.
And where do you teach?
With the Teacher Ed department at CF.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
You're back across the street. And where
Came
did you
back
go to?
home.
Where were you in the meantime?
Well, after I left CFCC, I got married. My husband was in the military.
Oh,
So we went to Oklahoma, overseas, and then just came
everywhere.
back home. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that is a long way to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. How are you?
Very good,
You look
thanks.
good. Your hair is a new color.
Thank you.
Is it a new color? Is it lighter? What happened?
I think it's aging me at the end. All of the fabulous students. I'm Crystal Flynn. I am the UCF Ocala campus coordinator and advisor, and I'm also a proud CF and UCF alum, both undergrad and working on grad. And I'm very, very happy to introduce two of our alumni here today, Abel Morales and David Hill. I will let them.
Oh, you got two, huh?
Yes,
All right.
yes. So we're so happy to have
That's
them.
why
here
they got a
today.
bigger microphone. They got two. Good morning, guys.
Hi, my name is Abel, and I'm a graduate of CFCC and also UCF. And the transition was very easy to go from CFCC to University of Central Florida. So
That's great. And David, you?
Yeah, I'm David Hill. Same deal. I'm from Ocala, born and raised, Forest High School graduate. Woo-hoo. And I did the same thing. I went to CF for a couple years, then I finished up at the main campus in Orlando for UCF, and it was absolutely a great experience.
Wow, excellent. And Jill, we know Jill. How you doing, Jill?
Hi, I'm
good. And you brought a pretty lady with you. I can hardly see her this year.
This is Katie Danger.
Yes,
Hi,
Katie's
Katie.
been here before.
Yes, from St. Leo University.
Yeah.
I'm the center director here in Ocala.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to have Jill with me.
And I'm the alumni. I graduated.
Oh, you're the alumni?
Yes.
Oh, how could I messed it up?
Yes, I graduated in 2003 when I was 55 years old, and I was valedictorian that year.
Wow. Wow. Wow, well, good to see,
Very proud
good to
of
see
that.
everybody.
And now I've been a member of the board of the Alumni Association for St. Leo for the last 3 years.
I have to make sure I'm a cameraman as well as a microphone man. We got a lot of people in here. I should just get a long wire. So did anybody leave and then come back? I mean, well, obviously you did, Heidi, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is everybody else? You pretty much were here the whole time? No. Oh, you weren't. That's right.
Yeah, I was in Orlando for a couple years, and so it was kind of interesting seeing the different city lives between Ocala and Orlando. You can imagine it's a lot different.
Yeah, yeah.
But I tell you one thing, growing up in Ocala, going to high school in Ocala, all the kids talk about is, I can't wait to get out of here. This place is old, it's slow. And then you move to Orlando, And every time you come back to Ocala, you start to see things that are very special about Ocala.
Can you appreciate it more?
Well, absolutely appreciate it a lot more.
But you know, I mean, I'm from New York. I lived in L.A. Even kids in those two big cities say the same thing. I can't wait to get out of here. So,
you know, after living there, getting to talk to people that grew up in the Orlando area, you know, I asked them the same things like, "What would you guys do in high school when you guys were bored?" And they did the same things kids from here did.
Sure.
They would hang out at the mall. They go to the movies.
Right.
It wasn't really much of a difference.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's just. I guess it's the way we grow up, isn't it? Yeah.
Very true.
So what is it? So what does that tell us? I mean, does that tell us anything that we need to pass on to the other kids? We can't change them, right?
Well, to pass on, I think just to share the word about how much CF has to offer, that now that we're offering bachelor degrees with CF, there's so much opportunity for teacher ed, for business, for nursing, that it may be nice to visit Orlando, but it's always so nice to come home. So the opportunities are there, and we can definitely help with their career choice.
Right, and it's the message that Mike brings every time he comes in here, is that we have some amazing educational opportunities. And the lady just before you, Laura Burns from Career Source, lets us know that education can be used here.
Oh, yeah.
You don't
Absolutely.
actually find some good jobs here.
And it can also be attained here, even though my guests started at CF and then transitioned to our main campus in Orlando. I'm a grad of the transfer from CF to the UCF Ocala campus. I was a graduate through the psychology program here in Ocala, part of the second graduating class. I switched careers in my early 30s and couldn't relocate and go do all of those different things. I needed to do something, again, different path here.
Right.
And I was able to finish all of that here while I was working full-time. In fact, on campus. I think I may never leave. I've been on the CM campus for about a decade now.
We're glad.
And I love it. I love the atmosphere. I love the community here. And the idea that you can finish your higher education locally, whether it's grad work or undergrad work at any of the partners that are over in the University Center, I think is a really great option. But it's also there as well. CF is a great transitioning point if you need to go out or your programs are available elsewhere. Like my alumni guests, they didn't stay local, but now they're back.
Right.
So I think it's just lots and lots and lots of opportunities here.
Yeah, I kind of had the opposite experience. I started in Orlando and Lake County, did the 2+2 program, went to classes at UCF, did main campus there, and then actually went to Webster in Ocala with smaller classes for my master's. So it was a little bit different going from the bigger classes with several hundred people or 100 people in the class to less than 20 in a class.
Right.
So it was a nice transition to be able to come back to a small town and get your master's. And
is that a consideration, Mike, when you're taking classes? Do you consider where you'll end up working, and do some people say, you know what, I want to get out of Ocala, I want to study so I can work in anywhere but here? Does that ever happen?
I think we see both, but I see a lot of students that they're here because of family or they're here because of work, and they're ramping up their education level to make the next step. So some will stay, but some will leave. And but being in Ocala with local community leaders teaching courses, networking in the classroom, it's a really great fit.
And if you're going to be involved in any way in the political scene as far as making decisions, because it is that body of people that makes the decisions that ends up having schools and hospitals and job opportunities. Anybody entering politics at all?
I don't think so.
No?
I think most of us represent our universities and institutions at the local level, and we leave those fabulous decision-making advocacy roles for people in other areas. But I think we're all local advocates. We all represent our institutions here and represent the idea of continuing education, whether it's undergrad or graduate, at all the different options.
Right. That's what I wanted to say. Was important to me was that I was able to go to school at St. Leo nights and weekends while I still held a full-time job.
What was that like, Jill? You said you graduated at 55, so
yes.
you must have been older than most of the other students?
I was, and the first class, when I took my first exam, I froze up and said, oh my gosh, I can't do this. But then I talked myself down, and I was smooth sailing after that and had straight A's. So it was a wonderful experience.
Was it a personal decision or was it for a job? What was your reason for being there?
What happened was when I got out of high school years ago, back in the 60s, I went to college for 3 years, and but I never finished because then I decided to go to secretarial school. Because back in the 60s, there weren't that many job opportunities for women. They either became nurses, secretaries, or teachers. And I didn't want to be a nurse and a teacher, so I became a secretary. That was back in the 60s.
Was that here?
No, this was in New Jersey, right outside of New York. So
see, right outside New York, there was no opportunities. See that?
No, it was just different back in the 60s for women.
Yeah.
So then when I got divorced, I started working in insurance. I did that for 10 years, and I got bored, and I started going around looking for a new job, and everybody said, well, you don't have a degree. So that's when a friend of mine encouraged me to go back to school, and I found out about St. Leo, and it just worked perfect so that I could still work full-time and go to school. So that's what's so great about the University Center.
The magic document is the degree, isn't it?
Absolutely.
When you're looking for work. Yeah,
as soon as I got my degree, 3 weeks later, I had a new job.
Is that right?
That's when I started working at Hawthorne.
And did the school help you actually find the job?
No. It's all on my own.
Wow. We need to take a little break, Mike.
Okay.
And we'll be right back.
Sounds great.
We'll be right back. If you have any questions, by the way, you're welcome to call and invited to call. Let me do my job. Hold on a second. I know how to do this. I got to put this down. All right. We'll be right back.
Guy Harvey Checking is now exclusively available at Gateway Bank. With Guy Harvey Checking, you will receive Gateway's premium checking account plus several other Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation features, including membership to the Guy Harvey Hammerhead Nation, free Guy Harvey t-shirt, and an exclusive Guy Harvey debit card. At Gateway Bank, we will make a $50 donation to the Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation for every new account open. This is just one more reason why people choose Gateway Bank. Sign up today for your exclusive Guy Harvey checking account with Gateway. Details available at gatewaybankcfl.com, member FDIC.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Clouds giving way to some sunshine today. A breezy, cooler day with a high of 59 to 63. Then clear, windy, and much colder tonight. Lows ranging from the upper 20s in the coldest inland spots to 35 on the beaches. Plenty of sunshine, windy, and cold tomorrow. High just 49 to 53. For Friday, sunshine, breezy, and chilly. The high 54 to 58. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
Can't do anything about crime in our community? Wrong. You can call Crime Stoppers with any information about any crime or any wanted person anytime. You may get a reward up to $1,000. We guarantee you will remain anonymous. Call Crime Stoppers tip line 368-7867 to pass along any information, no matter how seemingly unimportant. We don't want your name, just the information. Call 368-STOP.
All right, 17 minutes after 10 o'clock, Mike Fallon is in the studio with a bunch of alumni. That's the plural, alumni from different schools right here in Ocala and in Marion County. Do you guys have get-togethers? Do you have any events and things like that?
We do. Webster University has a local alum chapter. We have at least one party every year, if you will, a social before graduation where we welcome the graduates into the alum chapter.
Oh, nice.
And it's a lot of fun. And they also network and they do like team buildings and workshops together throughout the year so they can connect and continue to keep their skills sharp.
Oh wow. So any of you taking any online classes?
This semester I am. This is the first online class I've taken in many years before they had telecourses back in the day, but now they're all online. So this is the first time doing it. It's a little bit different than doing that in class.
Now he came back for a second master's degree because he's an overachiever,
which
is great. We like that a lot.
Overachiever, yeah.
So you're taking a new degree and you're doing part of it online.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Excellent. And I'm sorry?
And I think that's the beauty of all of our institutions, just the different delivery mechanisms of courses. I know, as Jill had referenced, you know, the night classes seem to have worked for her back in the 60s, 70s when you started your degree. But now there are so many choices with all of us, either that face-to-face or the blended, hybrid, or the strictly online option.
Any events that you guys are doing?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Magnificent one. Timing is perfect.
Exactly. Well, tonight at the College of Central Florida for our basketball game, it's alumni night for the
Tonight,
basketball.
okay.
Yes,
All right.
tonight. So it's 6 o'clock we have our ladies' game and 8 o'clock our men's game. And as equally as wonderful as our basketball teams are, we also have the awesome Patriot dancers. And next to me is their advisor. And we have some alum on Patriot
No,
dancers.
you're not dancing.
I'm the advisor. They wouldn't be wonderful if I was teaching them my 1960 moves. Jill and I could do that routine, but the event, come on out this evening about 5:30.
Yes.
The game actually starts at 6 o'clock, and our women and men's program, absolutely fabulous basketball.
And Crystal, you have an event?
We have events throughout the year regarding our Alumni Association. Part of the reason the gentlemen are here joining us today is to kind of promote the Alumni Association. And one of the unique things about UCF Alumni Association is that it's open to everyone, not just alumni. So it really encourages anyone who has a shared UCF experience is encouraged to join, no membership fees. And they have both events on main campus, like Homecoming Week, which my husband and I were able to attend, not this past year, but the year before. Awesome event, open tailgate on the mall there, and to go to the game was wonderful, and we won our game, and it's always good. But we also have local chapters, and both Abel and David represent our local alumni chapter, which has lots of activities.
Yeah, here's David here. Yeah, one thing that's cool about UCF in Ocala is that there's about 2,000 alumni in the Ocala area. It's a pretty good number. And we have 3 things that we like to do as the Alumni Association. One of them is just to get together. We have watch parties. We enjoy watching away football games together here at a local restaurant. You want to hear a really cool fact about UCF football?
Yeah.
This will bring it home for a lot of people, especially in Ocala. If you were to add up all of the wins in football for UF, Miami, and UCF, you'd have to go back to 07 for Florida to have more wins than UCF.
Oh, wow.
And you get a load of this, you have to go back before 05 for Miami to have more wins than UCF.
Way.
So,
Go Knights.
Wow. Success. And but anyways, yeah, we have events where we go down, we'll go tailgate in Orlando at the games. We have a lot of fun with that. But besides just getting together, watching watch parties, we want to be there for the alumni. So we have networking nights where we can help you get a job. And then the last thing we're pushing towards this, we're only about 3 or 4 years old, but we want to have an opportunity to get back to the community. And the ultimate goal is to have a big event where we give away a full scholarship for an Ocala High School grad to go to UCF.
Oh, excellent.
Great goals for the Alumni Association.
And if you would like more information of how to get involved with the UCF Alumni Club, whether it be just watching watch parties or whatever, you can go on Facebook. It's Ocala UCF Alumni Club. Very easy, Ocala UCF Alumni Club. And you can go to the alumni website, which is simply ucfalumni.com. And there you can scroll down and make sure your address and email address is updated, and you will receive emails about the events that we do. So it's very, very easy to get involved.
Wow. It's amazing what we can do right now, right? I mean, in the palm of your hand, you have everything, right?
That's right.
I used to just ask on the microphone, and listeners would answer. Now I got to go to Google, right?
We have a very active alumni association also. That's what I've been on the board for 3 years now, and we have meetings 3 times a year down at main campus. What I'd like to promote is our alumni weekend is coming up, April 9th through 12th. And a lot of people stay at Saddlebrook Resort and Spa. That's where most of the alumni stay. There's several other places to stay, but that's where most of the activities take place, plus on campus. So, and then we also have something new that they started this year called the Coming Home to You Tour, where the alumni representatives set up like a sip and socialize.
Sip and socialize. What are you sipping?
We're sipping wine.
Your choice.
We just had one February 3rd here in Ocala at Pi downtown. So we want to get alumni together, and they're going around the state, Jacksonville, Daytona, Tampa, Sarasota, different places to keep alumni involved with the university. There's a lot of people. St. Leo has 40 different centers around the country, which is unique, I think, to a lot of universities. So a lot of the people that go to school at the centers have never been to the main campus, which is just down south of here towards Tampa by Dade City. And so we want to have people come home to the campus. It's changed so much since I graduated in 2003. They built a huge new business school and new buildings. It's a gorgeous campus. So, and we want people to come to Alumni Weekend, April 9th through 12th.
And anything on the wish list, Mike, as far as things that you wish would be part of the educational landscape of Ocala?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I think that we have a lot of great opportunities. I really wish we had some terminal degree programs offered in Ocala.
What would that be?
Would be like a doctoral program.
Okay,
I think that would be a hit in many ways. I'm not sure what institution would be the right one to offer it, but I get a lot of calls, especially from our grads at a master's level.
Right.
They're wanting the next step. And unfortunately, they're going to have to go out of town for a terminal degree.
Okay.
Unless they want it online.
Unless they go
And then
online.
through our university center, we have Capella, and that's one of our online partners.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, now, the reason I asked is because in this industry, or profession, whatever you call radio, there's a Full Sail University, whatever they call the thing in Orlando, and it seems like everybody who comes to apply here has gone there. Is there anything in Ocala that they could have gone to, or is that on the wish list, something like that here? Not that you know of? No?
No, not in Ocala.
Okay.
but UCF would have opportunity at the main campus.
We do. We have there's a large portion of our graduate programs are available online. I'm currently working on an online graduate program. So there's lots of options depending on the career field you're interested in. For me, it was a good option because I shifted careers in my early 30s. I needed a different degree, and then continuing on because I want to stay in leadership at the university. Graduate degrees are kind of required, and just a great enhancement piece to your own personal goals. So I think for all of us, the options that we have locally have enhanced our educational paths and our career paths by leaps and bounds. I mean, changes in the face of the workforce over the last few decades, different options for individuals who aren't just teachers, but are then going into leadership. Dr. Heidi is an excellent example of that.
Absolutely.
She keeps everything organized and wonderful in our university center. We're so grateful for her service to all of us. But it's just a great atmosphere, and we're so lucky that we all come together as partners and can provide these great opportunities to students either right out of high school or coming back and maybe changing careers.
So we don't normally get phone numbers and everything this far from the end. We got 3 minutes, and we got a lot of phone numbers, I think, and websites. Do you want to go down the line? Katie, do you want to start down there?
Sure. St. Leo is www.stleo.edu/Ocala. We'll give you all the information, including our phone number, our Facebook, everything you need to know, including our Alumni Association information.
Okay.
And you can reach UCF Ocala at ucfocala.com, and from that local regional website, you can find all of our other 8 regional campuses, link back to our main campus, where you can find links to the Alumni Association as well, and you can also find all of our social media links, including the Alumni Association and our local chapter on Facebook as well.
All right, excellent.
And the College of Central Florida, we're at www.cf.edu, and our brand new glorious website. You'll enjoy perusing through that. Please use the search bar. You can put anything you need in the search bar, including alumni, teacher ed, whatever you need.
And remember, except for the fact that I'm a bad cameraman, this has been recorded, so you can share this with somebody if you're listening, and share the information. We do have some wonderful educational opportunities. Mike, do you want to give another?
Absolutely, too. Webster University in Ocala, webster.edu/Ocala, plus our Higher Ed Happenings Facebook page, facebook.com/higheredocala, and we'll be sharing information on the alum associations on that page as well.
Okay, excellent. Any of you pilots? Nobody's a pilot here?
No, but I just wanted to say one more thing about St. Leo is also unique in they're one of the leading educators of the military. We have centers on a lot of military bases, like Dill in Tampa. There's a large one in Norfolk, Virginia, and other military bases. So St. Leo is known for educating the military.
That's an important thing. I mean, they've obviously dedicated their time. Now they're coming into a different world than they've been in for the last 2, 4, 20 years in some cases. Yeah.
And we've done a show on veterans, and we'll have another one coming up in a couple of months.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mike, for bringing everybody in here, and thank you all for coming in.
Thank you, Larry.
Good to see you all again. All right, we will take a little break, and we'll be right back. This is WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.